Welcome to Website Royalty Town Hall number 2. This is a new thing for us that we're doing to talk about website royalty and to talk about Kajabi support for you. So we are raving fans of Kajabi and raving affiliates for Kajabi. So we want to put that out there up front. We don't want to mislead anybody. We are absolutely partners with Kajabi, and I've been on Kajabi over a decade. Denise has been on for years, so that is part of it. We don't even have our names on the screen. We are coming back in hot from vacation for the last month, and so anyway, bear with us. We'll get our bearings. We'll figure things out.
Let us know if you have any questions in the comments. We'll try to answer them if we can. So
yes, please. Well, Denise, I have a request because before we left on holidays, we had multiple people in website royalty need help and ask questions about community. So Kajabi's an all-in-one for those that don't already use it. It's an all-in-one platform, and it includes a community. It includes like where you can set up different parts of your community. It can be paid, it can be free, but we had a lot of questions, and I think that's what we should talk about tonight, unless someone brings a different question to the table.
I think that is a great idea because you're right. We spent some serious time working through some different applications for the community with our website royalty members, which I thought was pretty interesting because it's a great way to run like your own group, like your own Facebook group, but within your own community and connected to your email list and connected to all the other tools that you have in Kajabi so that you can speak to your people, share information with them, and then cultivate them too. So it's really an interesting hub for everything that you can do within your business online. So I think it's fun to see how other people are using it too, which is really cool.
And while you're talking about that, we now have names, so
I saw
everybody
that.
should be proud.
I figured they'd figure out who we are, but that's okay. Thanks, Kim. I'm glad my name is up there. I'm glad my shirt matches.
Well, the biggest part about a community, like I want to dive into the value of having a community, that it can be your, email list builder, it can be your relationship builder, it can be your place to connect, place to host a free event, place to do just all kinds of things. Challenges are done in there. You can have a meetup. You can have all of these different things inside of a Kajabi community, like a lot of the other communities out there. The part that I love about Kajabi communities is it's already connected to everything website wise, email wise. It's already connected. You don't
Right.
have to go and find the right plugin or the right, piece or the right connector. It's all there.
And what else is amazing is because Kajabi has its own, I'm going to call it conferencing uh, video meetup, right? You can hold events within your community. You can sell products or courses that are connected to a paid portion of your community. And so it really integrates in so many different ways. It's pretty amazing.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by my dog. I don't know what she's
Heard her.
doing, but
I heard
our
her.
our official mascot is clicking her little toes through here if you hear her.
Something happy's going on in the background. That's good.
So, if you haven't started a community, or even if you have a community like on Facebook or, some of the other platforms, I just want to challenge you with the understanding of you have a lot of control with the Kajabi community. You have a lot of additional, I'll say bells and whistles, but they still keep it simple.
Right.
So I am appreciative of it, but I do want to go into just a quick explanation of something that was tripping some of our royals up, that they were getting confused by, and we want to make it really simple so that anyone who is thinking of using Kajabi, we want to help you make a great decision. Whether you are new to Kajabi or you're an old time user, this still is tripping people up. So we want to make sure we address it. And that is, when you create a community in Kajabi, you create a paid or a free. But if you create a free community to start with, because you have to have I'm going to call it a master community. You have to have an overall community where everyone that is in the community can be. Inside of that, then you can make circles or sections where you can, break off into different spaces that also can be paid or free. But you have to have that big community in order to let people in, and then you can choose whether to have smaller circles inside there that are paid or free. You can also have free things. But inside of our big community, just so that we can give an example, we have the My Sexy Business community, which is the big piece. And then inside there, we have different mastermind groups. We have different events we hold in there. We have like all kinds of things. Our vision board party is coming up. Anyone in our community is welcome to that because it's a free event.
Right.
So any of them can go to that meetup. Our mastermind groups are paid, so they're private. So we can set up it's basically like a Zoom, like you were being good about calling it a conferencing, but I don't know what else to call it except it's like Zoom inside of the community. You can record or not record. You can, do all kinds of things inside there that give access to only the paid groups or to different free parts, or like you just have a lot of control and a lot of ways to customize and personalize it.
Right. And that's the other beauty of the all-in-one. So like I tend not to use the name of the product. So I've taught
Good.
myself not to say Zoom, but it is a verb, kind of like Google. So the interesting thing about the communities is that it is built in, and Facebook groups can go away. You don't own a Facebook group. So if your people in a Facebook group, as much as it's great that they're all in that platform anyway, and they decide to join this group, great. But if Facebook decides that they want to change the structure or get rid of them, they're gone. Like you have no control over that. So this is a way to have your people in a place that you're kind of controlling. So not controlling in a bad way, but you won't ever lose them because they're part of Kajabi. So that's great. And that's why the meetups there are great, because then you don't have to have another account with Zoom. So you save some money there and you have it all under one umbrella.
And when you're talking about a Facebook group or a different kind of group, you don't get their information. That's Facebook that gets that information. When you have a Kajabi community, you get the emails, you get the contact information so that you can build a relationship with them, that if something happens, because things happen with every platform. If something happened, you still would have their contact information. You wouldn't lose them as clients or prospective clients or customers or connections or community members. Like all the different ways you can use a community can be done inside there, and you have their information so you can stay connected. I think that's huge.
I think it's huge too. And I think, yes, you have to do the same things you do in a Facebook group. You have to make sure that the group that's there is following the rules and not just spamming people and being kind and all those things. But you would do that in a Facebook group if you were administering a Facebook group. So you get to do it and you set your own guidelines and you get to be an admin and you can have other people be admins too and build that. So there are lots of ways to use it and it's way more flexible than Facebook is or LinkedIn for that matter. So, you know.
You can gamify it. There's a leaderboard you can like use. There are places that you can add products that the community can see are available. There are links that you can put in. Our weekly live stream, Good Morning Entrepreneurs, has an easy button inside our community so that if they want to go and hang out in the community, they can push that button and it actually takes them to watch the show every week.
Right.
There's just so many different pieces of it. And these are like the questions we've been getting in Website Royalty that we just want to bring to Town Hall. The town halls are something that we're trying to find our way with being as helpful as possible because we would like to help the whole world, but it's not possible.
And we also want to show the real life applications of what you can do with the platform because there's a lot of help out there on some of the details and in Website Royalty we actually answer specific questions about how-tos and things like that. And Website Royalty is a bonus you get for signing up for Kajabi through the My Sexy Business affiliate link, and you get a year membership in Website Royalty, which means that you get to ask questions and you get to come, you know, once a month to a live thing and ask all your questions. And then we have a group that you can post things in the feed and get feedback on, et cetera. So, you know, there's a lot there with that affiliation that we do that helps people on the details. So in this town hall, we'd like to talk more about, well, here's how this person's doing it or someone else is doing it this way. So My Sexy Businesses community basically has all of the things that you offer and operates in there. For my Be Findable community, I actually run my workshops. So anyone that signs up for my Keyword Finders workshop or my SEO for blogging workshop actually comes into the community, but then there's a private space that's actually for that event. For 30 days, they get to come in to that event and access the materials for the workshop and then actually attend the meetup for the workshop where everybody gathers. So we go through it live. So, you know, there are other ways to do it. For one of our members runs her fitness classes through her community. So every week she has a schedule that she has online fitness classes through it, which is great. Does a lot of challenges too, which is really good for her.
So many applications to it though, and like I just don't believe in putting something out there and promoting something that I don't believe in and use myself.
Right.
And I think that's important to note as we both have communities, we both do different things, we both do multiple things inside those communities. So we're not just talking about something we've heard someone else say, we're using them. Like we use them really daily, unless we're on vacation. But
yes, then we're trying not to use anything on vacation.
Exactly.
But I also want to say that sometimes when you run an event, let's think about people running events, online events. Kajabi has a great way to run an event that's separate from your community. If you had like a symposium or, you know, a summit or whatever. But in the community, you can also have meetups that would have been events that are much less heavy to administer. You know, people come to them and you don't have to worry about sending out the emails. It automatically sends out notifications that the event's starting and come in. So there's so many things that they've streamlined in there that you can apply to run a webinar or things like that. It's really amazing.
It is amazing, Denise. I feel like we are like poster children for all the reasons you should use Kajabi, but we really do want to answer any questions that come up. We are going to make this short and sweet tonight because that is our big thing. In the last few days, we only came back from holiday on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And since we've been back, we've already dealt with emails, community, invoices, like these are all the things that the Royals, which is what we call our website royalty, but the Royals have needed to ask a question about. And we've helped set up a store. We've helped like all these things just in the last 2 days.
Right. Yeah. But we do want to hear from you too. So if you're
Mhm.
watching this afterwards, we're going to be here every week at this time. And we'd love to hear your questions. Reach out and we'd love to hear.
So thank you for being here with us, Denise. Thank you for being here with me. So we can do this together. Business is better together. We do know that.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome and happy new year, everyone. We're excited to be back. So love
Thanks, Kim.
y'all.